The dictionary defines depression as low spirits, gloomy feelings, dejection, sadness, a condition marked by feelings of worthlessness, failure, and accompanying guilt. Sometimes the word depression is used very generally to describe a lot of things, but I want to make sure we understand what we're going to talk about today as we read this chapter in a moment. Depression is more than just a case of the blues. Perhaps the best way to help us understand that is a phrase that I read this week. It says, depression is embodied emotional suffering. Embodied emotional suffering. In other words, it's not just a state of mind or a negative view of life, but something that affects our physical being as well. Signs of a severe episode of depression include unfounded negative evaluations of friends and family and oneself, emotional pain, physical problems like lethargy, difficulty getting your thoughts together, virtually no interest in your surroundings. It is not just having a bad day. We've all had bad days. You probably had a couple this week. But depression is far more than that. Depression takes over your body and begins to express itself in some of the things I have just discussed. It was a notable Sunday morning back in 1866, and the famous British preacher Charles Haddon Spurgeon shocked his 5,000 listeners as he got up in London's Metropolitan Tabernacle and began a sermon from Isaiah 41, and this was his introduction. He said, "I have to speak today to myself, and while I shall be endeavoring to encourage those who are distressed and downhearted, I shall be preaching, I trust, to myself, for I need something which shall cheer my heart. Why, I cannot tell, wherefore I do not know, but I have a thorn in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to buffet me. My soul is cast down within me. I feel as if I had rather die than live. All that God has done by me seems to be forgotten, and my spirit flags, and my courage breaks down, and I need your prayers." Now, you just stop and think about what you would be thinking right now if I had introduced that sermon and that was me.